Hi, Peter Charles here for Fly Fishing, and today we're going to tie a fly called the Joe King. Now this is my kind of streamer. It is a very natural looking pattern, and it has that counter shading that goes from the silver and white to an olive to a brown, so you're going from light to dark. Very natural, and when you add the jungle cock, you've got the effect of the eyes. So it's, I think this will be a real good fish catcher, both for trout and for smallmouth bass. So let's get into it and looking at the materials. I'll tie this one fairly large today, I think. I'm going to use a size 2 in a 3 extra heavy, 7 extra long. And because this is a bigger fly, I'm going to use 6/0 black in the Veevus thread. Our rib is an oval silver in a small size. And we're going to use a large uni Mylar in the gold silver, and of course we're going to be using the silver side. We got 3 bucktails. Whoops, one's a little floppy. White, olive, and brown. And we're going to finish it off with some jungle cock. So let's get going. Okay, first our rib. And we want to leave it as long as that wrapped body. Keep it underneath. Now for the Mylar. Wrapping it back to the hook point, then I'm going to come forward. Now I want to keep the tags underneath, so I've turned the rotary vise to face me so I can see that they're staying underneath. Now for a body. One turn at the back, keep it nice and tight, then come forward. If you accidentally show some black, back up, then come forward again. Now for the rib. Again, a turn at the back and come forward. I'm counter-winding this. Okay, bring your thread to the back. Now we're going to put on the white bucktail first. Because we're using 3 colors here, go sparse. Don't be picking large clumps. I'm not going to stack this. I want this to have that ragged look. So it has to be longer than the hook. Now turn your vise and just make sure it's centered. This is one of the reasons why I love rotary vise. I can turn it towards myself and I can see that it's bang on top. A few hard wraps in there. When you're trimming, always be careful not to cut your thread. Very easy to do. To the back again. Now for the olive, about the same amount. Now you can see how I'm tapering this, so I get a nice little taper to the head. It doesn't look blocky. And finally the brown. Again, about the same size clump. A couple of hard wraps to hold it. Now come at the back, just bring in some very soft wraps. Then come forward. Now you can see we're able to taper the head by making the bottom bucktail long, and then we shorten each subsequent one when we're tying in the head, and we're cutting it at an angle. We're able to slope the head off quite nicely. Okay, for some head cement here. Okay, there we have the Joe King. I think that's a very attractive fish catcher. You'll notice that I've staggered the hairs. I haven't stacked them. I've also not tried to tie them in so they're all clumped together. I want them to kind of spread out, because when this thing is in the water, it's going to come through like that. And that's what we're after. We're after that teardrop shape, where the colors kind of blend together, so it goes progressively from white through olive into brown. And you don't get that sharp delineation of the colors. I prefer that blended look. It looks more natural in my opinion. I think that's going to be a really cool fish catcher. I'm looking forward to using that, especially for bass. Think about that. That's baby bass colors. You know, just add a little bit of black to the end of the hairs, and you've got a classic baby bass. Anyway, give it a try. The Joe King. Cheers.